considered what you would do if you were dying of a terminal illness? If you had the knowledge that your family would watch you slowly suffer and wither away until you're not even who you are anymore? What would you do if you knew that there was an option where you could choose how you die, and die with dignity, and die as yourself, and not just a shell of who you once were? That option is physician-assisted death, which is when a physician gives you medication that makes it to where you overdose. Another term of it is physician-assisted suicide, where it is your decision, not anybody else's, to end things. The doctors have to make sure that you are of sound mind, and they have to make sure that this is what you really want. But they also ensure that nobody else is pushing for it. You're not being coerced into it. It is what you want, and that is what matters. One of the reasons why someone would use physician-assisted death is things like cancer. Things that make you wither away and you're in so much pain and the medication isn't working anymore and you can't stand the thought of your family watching you slowly wither away. Or in some cases, seeing you in pain is too much for family members and they end up abandoning you because they can't handle seeing the way that you are. It is like losing a piece of yourself each day as you slowly and painfully reach your end. So doctors will use things like secobarbital, which is used for insomnia, or pentobarbital, which is used for seizures and insomnia. They give you this medication at a high enough dose to where you will overdose, but it is like falling asleep. It is not a painful, agonizing way of going out. It is like falling asleep, peaceful. And in this case, you get to die knowing that you are completely you and not something that just is a ball of pain and regret. There are a good chunk of doctors in the world who support physician-assisted death. The Harvard Medical School claims on their website that there was a survey done in 2010 that 54% of the doctors that participated believed that a patient had a right to ask for physician aid in death, which was last updated on June 1st, 2019. Even doctors, even knowing their ethical code, where they're not supposed to harm a patient, understand that if it is a patient's desire to end things the way they want, that's important. It is a right that they should have. Unfortunately, there are only 10 states that have made this legal, which means that people often have to go to other states if this is what they choose to do, or in some cases, people have had to go all the way to other countries in order to successfully do this so that they can end their own pain on their own terms. But do it in a way where there's time for them to say goodbye to their family. There's time for them to make arrangements for anything that needs to be done. But also making sure that at the end of it, they are completely who they are. They're not influenced by pain. They're not worrying if the pain medication will work. They're not worried about the family suffering along with them. In California, there is the End of Life Option Act, which makes it to where a person who is terminally ill can speak with their doctor about physician aid in death and choose when and how they will die. Or, as I said, there's another term, physician-assisted suicide. It's not a pleasant topic to talk about. Many people shy away from it. They don't want to think about what might happen if they got sick and they were in this position. Or if they know someone who's in this position, many people don't want to think about their loved ones choosing to take this route. But at the end of the day, it is their choice. If a doctor can refuse to treat you, you should be able to decide how you die, if that is what you want. I need you all to consider talking to your legislators, the mayor, anyone with political power about making this an issue that is actively talked about everywhere in the States. Make this an option for anyone who truly believes that this is the path they have to take. Because dying with dignity, dying where you choose, not having to deal with strangers or family members cleaning up after yourself while you're lying in bed, worrying that medication will stop working. It is something that each person has a right to decide for themselves if they are in that position. Thank you.